Alright, and we're starting a new series, and this series is going to be me talking about random subjects, but needs to be random subjects that I really feel comfortable in talking about. So it's going to be experiences from my life, things that I've learned, things that I've used, anything that might help you socially, anything that might help you physically, anything that might help you in basically any realm of self-improvement. And today I really want to talk about how to get out of this average mentality, how to not stay average. And I've had a lot of problems with that. I've had always a lot of problems with consistency where I was either super fucking fat or super fucking thin. I was never anything in between. I could never kind of always keep track. I could never grow and evolve at a steady pace because I was either everything or nothing. And so, how did I actually start this? The first thing that I want you to understand, and that I've had a lot of problems in understanding this, is that when I, for example, wanted to go to the gym, I never had any fucking energy. So I went there and I was so fucking lazy, I was so fucking tired, but because I was also super fat, I started to do something and I'm like, oh my god, I'm pretty strong. And then I couldn't stay there for more than 5 minutes because then when it got hard, then I just wanted to go home. I was thinking about the games that I could play. I was thinking about the food that I could go and eat because I mean, I came to the gym so I can obviously eat more at home because I deserve it, right? So it's a lot of things that start to weigh on it. And one of the stories that I came across was a story of an engine that if you have a very old car and you just leave it in a garage, you're not going to use it. When you try to start the fucking car, it doesn't work. I mean, you can cry about it, you can pretend you're a victim, but it's your fault because you didn't use the car. So now you probably have to push it down the hill, or maybe, you have to have patience. You have to develop ways to help the car start to go. And when the car starts to go, then it almost runs as it never stopped. You kind of get the point where I'm going with this. So you can't really expect to have energy when you start something. You have to start without energy, and with time, with repetition, your body understands, oh my god, like this fucking guy, I don't have any other energy, he keeps going, so right now I need to adapt. And after a few weeks, maybe after a few days, after a few weeks, after a few months, you're going to start to develop a lot more energy because your body needs to survive. And with this much energy that now you're having, then it becomes a lot easier to go. So you never can expect that energy in the beginning, but after a few weeks, you can start to feel the energy. So this is one of the most important and key things that I had to learn. The start is always hard. Then, when you start to move, it becomes a lot easier. But you cannot stop doing things because when you start to be rusty, when you stop using the car again, guess what will happen? It will be hard again to begin. Okay, so another thing that I've seen and that I felt is that then I start to think, oh my god, I'm overworking. I'm overdoing. I'm overtraining. Don't worry about that. Come on, like really, the odds that you're overtraining, overdoing, overfocusing are so slim that you can rest. Okay, you don't need to worry about it unless you're sleeping for 2 hours a day, working out for 10 hours a day, not eating anything. You're not overdoing, you're not overworking. Okay, you need to develop ways that you're just going to try to do as much as you can in the beginning. Yes, some people, they have systems where they're going to work out 10 minutes per day, then 20 minutes per... Never worked with me. I either do or I don't. So I just focus on doing as much as I can. As much as I can. Because then I get comfortable with doing too much. So even on my bad days, even if I don't go to the gym for 2 hours, if I don't work for 10 hours, I'm still comfortable in doing maybe 5 or 6 hours of work. I'm still comfortable in going for 1 hour, 1 hour and a half to the gym because I'm so used to doing too much that doing normal is like, is okay for me. So this is kind of the system where I just overworked overdid, and I just don't question it because I have nothing else to do. I took out the gaming, I took out the movies, I took out basically everything. So it's either I'm going to be bored and do nothing all day, or I'm just going to use that time to enjoy doing the things I do. So it's either you're working or you're sleeping. Because then when you start to develop this kind of love for work, and I'm not obviously talking about like construction, I'm talking about creative work. I'm talking about thinking, planning, I'm talking about making videos, I'm talking about any type of work that is like mental. Come on, you kind of can develop a passion for it, and if you do it every day, then it becomes again super easy, and it's again like the car, basically. And so I also, at least for me, I also had to develop very strong systems, basically. And what do I mean by develop systems? So I have a really big struggle. So I struggle a lot with eating. Okay, I love to eat, man. I love to eat. And so how did I tackle this problem? I didn't say, hey, you need to eat less. Okay, come on, man. That's easy to say. But I started to develop systems on like, okay, what happens if I eat too much? I need to go more times to the gym. What happens if I want to eat and eat and eat? Okay, maybe I can just do intermittent fasting. So intermittent fasting is when you don't eat for most of the day and then you eat a really big fucking meal. I love to eat, but I can stay without eating for most of the day until I can't, and then I eat like a fucking maniac, and I can eat in one meal, I can eat like 2,000 calories, 3,000 calories. So the systems that I developed on, oh my god, I'm eating too much, is if I'm eating too much and I can't control for some reason, then I think of it, I just need to train more so that the food I'm eating will not go for, fuck, bro. Okay, I have to take it. And so because I have a very hard time with eating, then I just start to develop systems on like, okay, if I'm going to eat too much, I'm just going to pretend this is a book. I'm going to work out more, and anything that I'm going to eat because I can't control it, it turns to muscle. Then when I can control it, I'm like, okay, this is a clean, this is a cut. So I'm playing with my consistency because I'm walking forward. But until then, I know people are people. I know people can just be perfect from one day to the other. So because of these bulks and cuts, I grew like a motherfucker. At least in strength, because I have a weird genetic, so my body is kind of weird, But my strength is out of the fucking planet. Because now I can do pull-ups with 60 kilos more, or I can do dips with 80 kilos more, or things that I can't even imagine of doing it maybe 2 years ago, I can do. And this is because I managed to develop a system that when my consistency fails, I still grow. When my consistency doesn't really keep going, I can still grow either in muscle, or I can just lose the weight and still be stronger because I also do calisthenics. So this is kind of the thing that I do. And I also, for example, have another system on my bad days. I don't have bad days every day. And when I have bad days, and for example, I'm trying to stick to the diet, then I just break my fasting a lot sooner. So I can, when I wake up, I can kind of feel, oh my god, like this is going to be a bad day. So immediately I go to the gym in the morning, I do the hard thing in the morning, and I straight away eat. So now I don't have to fear temptation because I already ate. And for example, right now I'm carnivore, so I eat a really big fucking steak that even if I want to eat, I'm full. Like I can wish a burger, I can wish French fries, I'm full. And so you kind of need to develop systems and backup systems in a way that you can still go forward even if you don't really stay consistent. At least, of course, I'm not going to say, hey, I cannot be consistent, I'm not going to the gym, I'm just going to eat. This is not a system. This is failing. This is you not trying, you just give up. So you need to develop systems that you need to negotiate with yourself. Okay, I can eat more. I'm not going to feel super sad about it because I'm still going to gain muscle. So even though you're gaining weight, you're still improving because when you lose the weight, you still have the muscle. So this is kind of the type of system that I do. The other thing is you need to remove obstacles and you need to think one step ahead. So what do I mean by this? On the days that I really don't want to go to the gym, I don't think about going to the gym because I think about going to the gym. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to do pull-ups with 40 kilos, with 60 kilos. I feel the pain. I feel the struggle. Like I don't want to go. So I just say, okay, I'm going to the door of the gym. Okay. Or I'm going to the gym. I'm not going to work out so much. It's okay. But because I know that the moment I go through the fucking door and I put music, it's gone. Okay, the first 5 minutes I might be struggling, it's gone. I'm going to work out like a fucking motherfucker and that's it. So I just think, I remove the obstacle. I'm not going to think about the gym, oh the work, oh this. No, I put myself, I think, okay, I'm going to the door of the gym. Great. I'm going to drink a coffee, let's say. Or in a really bad days, I might take an energy drink. I'm going to start to, stretch, do flexibility, mobility, whatever. And then I start to work out. And so I remove these big obstacles. I remove these big things that I need to do to small steps. Only small steps. Only focus on the next thing that you need to do. Okay, you need to go to the gym. Think about dressing up. Okay, then you think about going to the car. You think about driving there. You think about stretching. Like nothing of this is hard. Then when you're already there, you have no other option but to train. And so you can kind of put this with diets. You can put this with meditation. Don't think about staying there 1 hour or 30 minutes doing nothing. You think about, I'm going to just sit down. I'm going to put the music. I'm going to relax. You don't think about the time or the diet. You don't think, oh, I want to eat, blah, blah, blah. No, the first thing, if this is my advice, you remove all the shit from your fucking house, where you only leave the things that you can eat. Then you make it easier. For me, carnivore is super easy because I just need to put the things in the air fryer if I'm super hungry. You're not going to have, oh, I'm going to start a diet and I'm going to cook things that take 1 hour to get ready. Bruh. That's a fucking recipe for disaster. You need to make things simple. You need to make things as simple as it's easier to cook at home than to drive to the McDonald's, wait to McDonald's, eat McDonald's, come back home. It's easier because you have things that are easy to do. Maybe you prepare the things on Sunday for the whole week. I don't like that. Okay, I don't like that. I have a grill. I just put the fucking meat in the grill while the grill is cooking alone and nothing to clean basically. I just prepare my things. I do my things. I do whatever. Because things cook alone. So you need to, again, develop systems, develop things. Oh, I'm going to eat only 3 things. I need more diversity. Man, just think about what you like to eat. And eat. Choose 3, 4, 5 recipes that are easy, very good, use a lot of spices, and then it's tasty. So you don't have to, I'm craving fries because I'm eating bland chicken every day. Bruh, you have more options. And now people have an air fryer, which you can cook amazing food that almost feels fried without oil, basically, or just a little bit of oil. Also, don't be afraid to, I need to be 100% healthy. Yes, but it's much better to be 99% healthy or 95% healthy than I cannot stick to the diet, therefore I'm just going to eat French fries all day. It's much better to be 95% healthy than 50% healthy, okay? And that's it.